BRIGHTLINGSEA Sailing Club is located on the outskirts of Colchester in the county of Essex. We're on the east coast on the Colne Blackwater estuary, and we can access the water all states of the tide. Our reaction to COVID-19 was similar to many sailing clubs. Lock the doors, change the combination codes and put up signage saying for members to not visit the club. But very quickly after that, we put together a COVID subcommittee to review the guidance from the government, review what was being said at the daily press briefing, and also to discuss the RYA guidance that was being sent to us. The first thing we could do and put back on for our members was independent sailing, or as some clubs were calling it, recreational sailing or recreational boating. This allowed members to get back on the water, sail their own boat, but sailing at their own risk, as we still could not put support boats or patrol boats on the water. Now, we've seen a huge increase in independent sailing, and that's down to the fact that some people are working from home, a lot of people are on furlough, and also the kids are off school a lot more than they were before. The next step was to introduce supported sailing, which was to put 2 rescue boats on the water for a 4-hour period to support people that could independently sail, but just needed that extra bit of confidence that if something did go wrong, there were 2 rescue boats there out on the water to help them. The only facilities that are open at our club at the moment are the toilets, but we wanted to give our members a food and drink offering, but didn't want to open our bar and galley. We have contacted a local caterer who has a catering van. We've put the catering van in the dinghy park, and she is offering hot drinks, cold drinks, snacks, pastries, sausage rolls and ice creams. Now, this is brilliant for our members because where before the galley would have only been opened on club event days, the catering van is actually open nearly, as long as the weather's good, 7 days a week. So this gives our members a catering offering when they're down independent sailing. Racing has started, and we see between 30 to 40 boats out on the water at a weekend. But to maintain social distancing on shore, we've had to stagger our starts over a 90-minute period. Now, this helps with social distancing on shore, the bottleneck on our slipway, and also people coming off the water back into the dinghy park to de-rig. RYA training is an important part of BRIGHTLINGSEA Sailing Club, so it was a key focus for us to get this back up and running. We started with a full customer walkthrough, looking at the new COVID risks and the control measures we needed to put in place. A couple of things have come out of that we've decided that we will run stage 3 and above courses. We're also doing Zoom meetings prior to the course, so instead of having a large briefing on the beach, we will be doing this via Zoom, Skype, some form of online video conference call prior to the course. One thing we have learned is the importance of a membership survey. With less people around at the club, less conversations happening, you can't get a good consensus of what the membership wants. We have a racing week called Pyfleet Week at the Sailing Club, and we were unsure how many members would be taking part, what sort of boats would be taking part, and if there were enough households or bubbles to do rescue. The survey came back quite positive, with around 40 people saying they'd be interested to race, and a really good amount of people from households and bubbles saying they're willing to help with rescue boats. We've just had that sailing week, which was slightly different to our traditional Pyfleet week. There was no social activity, but we had supported sailing in the morning and racing in the afternoon. It was a really good week of racing. We're trying to plan a month or 2 in advance at the most. The RYA Training Centre is back up and operational, and we will be running a lot more courses during August. The membership has adapted really well to the changes we've put in place, and the key to that is communication. Now, we send out, since lockdown, weekly newsletters that are emailed to our members with the most up-to-date and current guidelines and the steps that we are taking as a club to move it forward. We also make sure that our news page is up to date on our website with the latest information we've issued, and also I've made YouTube videos updating our members where we're at, the thoughts of the COVID subcommittee, and also looking forward what will be happening and what we're looking to put on in the next months.